All right, now what we want to do is have a look at our site plan and put that on our plans sheet over here to kind of complete that off. So by default, the base template file we use, the default template, has a site plan view. And one of the main things about a site plan view is its view range. If you go to the view range and hit edit here, you'll see that the cut plane is at 200 feet in the air. The ground plane is still at the main floor. Okay, so it's still based on the main floor, and it can see down to the top of the footing. Okay, and the bottom of the primary range is also top of footing, but its cut plane and top is up in the sky. That's how you get that big view. Okay, we hit OK. So the first thing we want to do is clean this up a little bit. So we want to say, well, we don't want to see our grid lines on the site plan. Maybe we do, maybe we don't. But I'm going to pick on here and go up here and say hide the category. That hides all of the grid lines because the grids are a category. Okay, we'll talk about categories a little bit with object styles. So that kind of fixes that up. This blue guy in here is a survey point or project base point, and I can click on there and say hide that category as well. And this guy here is the survey point, and we can say hide that category to get rid of that. Okay, survey point and project base point. Now what we want to do is turn on our crop region. So we say okay, turn on the crop region, there it is. So how much do we want to see? Well, we need to put in a topo surface, okay, just to kind of get a feel for what we're going to have here. So we can draw that topo surface in here to start with. So let's go ahead and do that. So we go up here to massing and site. We say draw a topo surface, which is really the grade, right? So you put in points and it creates the contours for you. See, topo surface, and then you need to set your elevation. Notice we go into sketch mode. You can place a point, create from imports. You can import points here, okay, different ways, CSV, DWGs, or a 3D terrain file. You can do simplification of more complex surfaces. It smooths it out, and some other regular work plane stuff. But we are in sketch mode, which means that until we either finish or exit, we're kind of stuck in here in topo surface land. So what we want to do is set an elevation relative to our project, which in this case is 0 is the main floor. So we can say, okay, well, let's go minus 5 feet. Okay, and we're going to place those points out here at the corner somewhere. Clip, so it's kind of minus 5 feet at that point. Okay, and then we can go up to about, say, minus 2 feet. And the minus 2 feet is right up near the house. So we can place those points anywhere inside of here. Just kind of trace around. Panning. That's the roof line, right? So you could even go in a little bit closer, and we can relocate these points as well. Okay. So then we can say finish. Click. So it's kind of created some contours. Okay, if we go to a 3D view, okay, we've got a topo surface there, start of one, and it's got a little bit of a hill. If you want to go in and add more points, you just pick on here and say edit surface. You can either pick on a point and change the number. Okay, pick on a point, change the number, or clicking out and escape, you can place a new point and you can set an elevation if you want to create a little pond or something over here. And you go minus, let's go minus 5 feet. You could trace around here, and then you could add in a minus 8 feet. And I'm going to do a shift middle mouse, so it's got a little low point, and then minus 12 feet. Pick, pick, pick. Okay, the opposite would be to create a hill, right? Go 5 feet up. Over here there's a hill. And then it goes up even higher, 15 feet. Okay, point in the middle, doesn't make any difference. Escape, escape. Now, we're adding these points in here and creating this terrain model. Okay, at any point you can pick on a point, you can nudge it. I'm using my arrow key. You can do it also in a plan view. Go back to my site plan. I'm still in sketch mode here. I can grab these points and I can pull them around. If you don't want it, you can click on it and hit delete on your keyboard and it deletes it. You don't like that hill? Do a big window box. Delete, gone. Don't like this little pond? Delete, gone. Oh, we're missing one. And that's because it's below our cut plane. We can't see it. So let's go get it from a 3D view. 3D view, you see those guys there? Click, grab all those points, delete. There we're back to our nice kind of flat surface. At any point in there you can hit finish, okay, and you're done. We're going to turn this into maybe a grass material a little bit later. So there's our kind of our topo surface. And now if we go back to our site plan, we can say, okay, there's our crop region. Let's go SD on the keyboard for shaded mode or switch it from here. Let's take this crop region and bring it in. Okay. Could add our property lines in there as well if we want. Okay. And now these elevation markers are showing up in here. So what I'm going to do is actually just turn off the category. So I'm going to pick on here and say hide the category in this view. Okay, so there's more or less our site plan. Set my scale. I believe we want it to be at 1/16 of an inch equals 1 foot, which is about 1 to 200. Okay, maybe even, I think my sheet tightens this up even a little bit more. Hard to say. We have to add our little reflection pond and stuff in there yet. Okay, so then let's go back to our plans and let's drag our sheet, our site onto there. Click, there it is. Click out, pick on here, drag that over, escape, press and drag. Now you say, well, maybe we can go even, a little bigger scale. Pick on here, go up to 1/32 of an inch equals 1 foot, nudge it down. Okay, I don't think I need that much ground showing anyway, so let's go back to the 1/16. Okay, pick over here. Now that's all right. So there's our site plan, our plans, and our topo surface.